This is Hendrix Sam.
Africa, I'm writing you a love letter. Hope the message make you feel better. Now we know better, we gon' do better. So you better be a go-getter. Olela, wametubeba. Piga kura mi ndo game changer. Wacha leo nibadilishe agenda. Leo nicheze kama defender. Haina maana kutubeba ufala, pesa ni kwa wazee na kazi ni kwa vijana. Niko na madeni bado saloni same na kila kitu imepanda. Hakunanga mapenzi this side, poverty narusha misai. So kwa debe tuta decide. And in my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself. In my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself. In my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself. In my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself.
Hey yo, I say it as it is, me you wanga city shiki. You topics are kwa dress quizzes, you are pretty picky.
Why is that?
Kampenzi na pigwa na piki piki. We elect you, you get twisted, kidogo do nyimshikiki. Niko na state in a new mind na funny let go.
Yes.
Don't nimejam kamiguna, I hardly rest no. Mabwana mbele au nyuma kumtani esto. Bado mna spread hizo rumors na manifestos. Spendi malida waleti mariba. Self-employment aleti shangwe KRA wanabisha. Overtax, quizi kwa insta hatu seti mapicha. Ni kujikonsol tukipretend tuko freshi barida. And it's good to speak facts, pia sini madwanzi. You elect a thief, nika unapea mwizi maganji. Akuku ready kuwafanyia nyinyi madambi. Don't blame me nikiconsider ule kasisi wa bangi. I'm oppressed by new checker though. It's a facade that I use when lacing these metaphors. Kenyans will only listen to you kionyesha dough. And who's to blame for this culture? I guess we'll never know. Hey, I wanna believe you, but why tena? You making sense ikatai walai tena. Basiko basi yone nkikuwai tena. You straight capping, kwani nini amjawai sema.
In my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself. In my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself. In my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself. In my head I wanna believe ya, but I'm lying to myself.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy Friday. It's almost the weekend. So I hope you guys are excited. I hope you're feeling good. If you've had a rough week, if you've had a tough week, if you've had an amazing week, trust me, you're in the right place. This session is going to either lift your mood or it's going to make it a lot better, because trust me when I say this is one for the books. So I think you know me already, but just in case you don't know me, my name is Lynn. I will be your host for today. It's wonderful to see all of you here. Welcome to the session. I hope you have a fantastic time. And as I will request that you just give me 1 hour, 1.5 hours maximum of your attention, because this session is, I don't even have the words to put it in. So our agenda for today, we're going to do a check-in, a fun one, and then we're going to jump straight into the fireside chat with Abiola, and then we are going to take your questions. So in case, you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the Slido link that we will share. If you're on YouTube, the Slido link is already pinned on the chat, so you can already go ahead and start asking your questions, and then we will close. So on to our check-in question for today. Like I said, it's a really fun one. In your wildest dreams, imagine you had $10,000 in your account at the moment, this Friday afternoon, morning, depending on where you are. If you had $10,000 in your account, or even in cash, or even in your M-Pesa, in your Momo, whatever it is, wherever you want it to be, in Bitcoin, what exactly would you use the money for? Just be wild. Like, there's no limits, there's no restrictions, there's no rules to how you can spend the money. What would you do with the money? Let me know in the chat really quickly. Type your answer. You can let me know in the chat. I, for one, I don't think my relatives would ever see me again, because I fully intend to be in all the countries in the universe or in the world. So I'd be jumping from country to country, just spending the money, traveling. I know it's not wise, but that's what I would do with the money. But I want to hear from you guys. What would you do with the money? You guys, maybe some of you are not imaginative. Trust me, it can happen. And the reason why we're having this session is because it actually happened to one of our graduates, and he's going to be sharing his experience. So I see someone said their workspace is going to get a totally new redesign. You know what? Yes, but with $10,000, you can actually buy a whole building, and that can be your office. Um, Someone else said, Abiola said, I will make a down payment for a Tesla model. Okay. In a few minutes, you'll be sharing if you have a Tesla model. Um, Someone else said, start running my education building, my education business project, which is very wise. I like that, you're more intentional about creating impact, and I love that for you. I see on YouTube, another person said, I'll get a car first and then fly to go do my master's. Okay, I like that. But you will still have so much more money left in your account. So dream big, be wise, again, there are no limits. $10,000 is a lot. So someone else said, pay and go to Mars together with Elon. Elon, yes, absolutely. Be the first human on Mars. That would be amazing. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, guys. As always, in case you have any questions at any point, please scan this QR code and type your questions in the Slido link, because we will be taking your questions as always, and Abiola is here to share his advice. And yeah, with that, I am going to stop talking and bring on the amazing, the phenomenal Abiola, who, in case you, for one reason or another, you have missed our emails, Abiola is an ALX SE graduate, and after he finished the program, he did not wait essentially for life to offer him opportunities. He said he's going to go out there and find the opportunities for himself, and he created an account on Upwork. And if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, allow me to share with you the good news. So Abiola shared a while back that he had actually hit 10K on Upwork. And yesterday or sometime this week, he also said that he had gotten further improved his rating on Upwork, and he's now even charging more. So now today, he's here with us to share his knowledge, his expertise, and his skills, so that even you, as you're learning, as you're developing your skills in the program, you can also do the same. So hi, Abiola, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm fine. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So,
Awesome. So I know I've sort of given a sneak peek, a trailer into how you started, but are you
yes,
able
yes,
to
yes.
expound a little bit more into what exactly the process of getting into freelancing was for you? How did you actually get started?
I think it was December 2023. We finished here around October. So I started an internship in a company in Hong Kong. So I think someone posted on Twitter like about Upwork. So I don't even have any experience or freelance. So I just copy the website. I go to the URL, paste it, then just sign up. After signing up, I use ChatGPT. Yeah, I don't have any experience, and I don't even follow any procedure like, optimize your Upwork, do this, do that, search profile. I did not do any of those things. I did not follow any procedure at all. So I just signed up, I add my pre-show, just use ChatGPT to explain a little brief about my summary. After that, so I just leave it. So I think I did this December 23. So like December 26, someone posted a job. So on it, like they want to build a server application. It is written in Java. So then I have to like use Python to communicate with the server and then be able to download the file using UDP, like IP4 protocol. So I don't even have experience, sending a proposal. I don't, I actually don't follow protocol. Like, okay, you do this, do that. I just do it on my own way. Since I have ChatGPT to ask questions, okay, I want to do this, how will I? So I just use ChatGPT to create the proposal. So I sent the proposal to that person. Also, while sending the proposal, I think I made a video. So I built this thing yeah, using Whisper AI, like to transcribe like the way we are talking now. So now I will be able to like transcribe what we are saying from audio to text using RabbitMQ and then Whisper AI. So I think I'll build that before with I think I did one internship after ALS. So that was when we built it. So I added the video. It's not really related. So I just added the video. Okay, since I don't have any experience, I don't have anything. So after adding the video, so the person messaged me back. Then we started talking, okay, I want to do this. We have to like finish within 3 days. So he sent me the contract on December 31st. Even during the new year, I couldn't go anywhere. I started working on that midnight of New Year.
Ish.
So so I have to like finish on the third, like on the January 4th, second, even on the new year, I did not go anywhere. I was on it working. So I do it on first, second, and then I submitted it on the third, and then everything was okay. So that was the initial. After that, maybe like 2 days or 3 days after, someone also posted another job, just similar. I now come in like a test summarize, like they are using that thing for cheating. Like you want to like attend an interview. For
Mhm.
example, now you ask me a question, I interview, then I'm going to like create a tab. When you create a tab, if you copy all the tests you send it to ChatGPT, the ChatGPT is going to like send the answer. So that was the second task that was being given to me. And then so I sent those video I've make, like after finishing the first person, I also make a video. Everything is back end. It's not easy to like display it, but I still use my terminal to like make a video. Okay, this is what I do. This is how I I did this. So I sent the proposal to that person following ChatGPT description. Like I did not follow anybody's actually. Like maybe my first 3 or 4, I did not follow any optimization. I did not do anything. So just copy the video, send the link. Just okay, I can do this for you. This is what I've done before. This is how I'm going to deliver for you. Then they will message me. So that person also, I think it was also $100. He messaged me and then I finished it, I think within 2 or 3 days. So after that, so the rest is just it's now it was now easier. So that was now when I started now go to Twitter, look at other people's profile, go to YouTube. Okay, this is how to send a proposal. Is after I've gotten like maybe 3 or 4 jobs. That's when I started doing all this optimization and all that.
Okay, so I know you've mentioned that essentially the first person who gave you the first proposal that you sent, you actually got the role or you got the opportunity. I kind of want to take you back to the mindset that you had. And a lot of our learners, I'm sure you've also been there. When you're just finishing the program or when you're just about to finish, you're a bit nervous in that you don't know if the skills you have can actually relate or are needed in the real world. So when you were sending that proposal, what was your mindset like? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Or was it like you were just shooting your shot and if it lands, it
No.
lands. If it doesn't, it's good.
I wasn't nervous actually. In ALS, we read a lot, and we have a group then in cohort 9. So we read every day, every day, every day, every day. Even during the festival, all that we still come together to read. So sending the proposal, I was not even nervous because I know it is what I can do, and we have already done so much of that. I think there was a point of time like converting in either as a decimal. We've
Mhm.
done all of those things in ALS, so I don't have issue in completing the task. So I was not nervous. I know what I have is even more than enough to even finish the task. That was why I could finish within 3 days. Even when I sent the zip file to the person, it was like, you finish? Yes, I said. I'll finish. So that is it.
Awesome. That's really encouraging. I like that you are super, super confident in your skills already.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
then I know you also mentioned at the beginning you kind of started with, I don't want to call them small projects, but I would say smaller scale projects. And I'm sure now that, you've hit your 9-month mark and now you've improved your optimization and you're now sending out proposals, what kind of projects are you handling now?
Now, I think it was from January. I have someone I've been working with since January up to now. So I issue from Upwork, from Upwork, they move me to their like company Slack, just like a part-time. So I've done a lot of things for them, like building even things I don't know how to do before, they are like a machine learning, like a biotechnology company. So I work with them. And then the last contract I got was through an invite. So the person sent an invitation to me, like they want to build this and this, and then I sent a proposal. So and then I think I was charging $30 per hour. So when they sent it to me. So and then I accepted. So I've been working for that person since August. I think it was August till now, at least like 30 hours per week. I'll be working with that person. So and then I'm still working. But now I don't if I want to send a proposal, I don't send a proposal below like $400, something like that. So and maybe if I want to like maybe accept a proposal, like you send an invitation to me. So before it was for $30, I increase it to when I use that the 10,000, I increase it to like $40. But now I've gotten my top rated badge. So now I set it to like $50 per hour because I know even what we are charging is not even enough to like our other counterparts, like, and I know the value I'm going to bring for you. I've encountered many people, even like, okay, they might even like look at your country, like you come from Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. I've told them that I've communicated with other people and I've worked with them. They trusted me. That's why you can see, look at my profile. I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. If you are going to like work with me, you are going to work. If you are not going to like, maybe it's after initially I wasn't confident this way. Actually, no, I was still looking for how to like do this. But now I don't like begging, like, just like I'm trying to like enforce it on them. Like, okay, you have to like give me this thing so that I will not look too desperate. So if it doesn't work out, okay, this is what I'm going to charge. If it doesn't work out, then everybody will go on their way. Then they may look for a cheaper person. So that is it. Yes.
I really like everything you're saying, but I'm going to take you back a little bit to the company that you said they do. Was it biochemical or biomedical?
Biotechnology, like
Oh,
they are a VC in biotechnology. Yes.
so you also mentioned that for these guys, you're doing things that essentially you had no idea, no clue about before
Yes.
you
Yes.
started
Yes.
for them.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how do you
Yes.
approach, say they come to you and they say, we want to build this thing and you have no clue, you don't even know what it means. How do you approach a task like that?
Only thing I tell them that I will do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is all. I will tell them, okay, give me description. This is what you are going to do. I will tell them, okay, give me a few days. I will be able to do it. So that is how, for example, they wanted to build a custom ChatGPT. On ChatGPT, you can build a separate ChatGPT for like a people. So I don't know how to do it. So after he sent me, okay, you should do this. I tell them, okay, I will try to look on YouTube how to like do this. And then after I go to YouTube, I have description. And then within 2, 3 days, I don't like working and then spending so much of times on it. If I want to do something, I can do it within one day and then I will submit it to, okay. So I go to YouTube, look out how to do it. And then after I finish, then I started building it. So, and then also, I think there was one thing, it's a machine learning. So it's just like a machine learning company. They build on machine. So they build like a in-house LLM. So for example, if you have a drug, now and then maybe you are looking for a funding so that you can be able to produce that drug in a large scale. So now you will take that drug, then you will be able to like access the model. So the model is going to like access the drug and then be able to like provide analysis to you that, okay, if you invest in this job, then you are going to like make money. This is referring to like VC, like they want to invest in the startup. So, but now this one is that they want to invest in someone that wants to like produce a drug in a large scale.
Mhm.
So, and so that is, like I build all the infrastructure for the company. It's still a startup, but is a very good company. So like, build the infrastructure, the backend, like the how the LLM they build, be able to like communicate with the user, from the user back to the LLM, like the scaling and all that. So, and then also we move forward, like we build a Twitter. I also build a Twitter bot for them. Like if you
Mhm.
go to Twitter, like you communicate with their account, it's going to like trigger an event, and then it's going to like be thinking it is someone that is communicating with you, whereas it is a bot that is communicating with you. I did not have any experience building it. It was true after they gave it to me. Okay, I said I will do it. So I just like look a few video, and then I started working. So
Would you say that your experience with ALX in the software engineering program kind of helped you pick up that skill of learning how to learn things faster
uh,
and being more efficient?
what I've done in ALS, I still haven't done it yet. Like, the level of, how will I say, complexity of
Mhm.
ALS, I still haven't come across it with everything I've been doing. So I don't
Ooh,
have that's why if someone gave me a task, I don't have issue solving it, because I know it can never be tough than ALS. So
you do
yes,
hard things
yes.
quickly.
Very, very. So I follow the procedure. So I do very, very hard things. Yes.
Okay, I love that you've kept that mindset even after essentially you've finished the program and now you're even working and now it's taking you further and further in life. So the other thing I had you mention was that, you've been working with someone more on a long time basis as a freelancer or as a consultant, part-time stuff. But in
Yes.
addition to that, you're still receiving invitations and you're still sending proposals for other jobs as well. So the question I want to ask you is, how on earth do you balance your time? Because those are so many things to do.
I also work a full time also. I
Oof.
have yes, yes. I
Mhm,
have a full yes. After I finished ALS, so I got an internship. It's a company in Hong Kong. So after that, so they gave me a job on January this year. So like
mhm,
it's an electric mobility company. So we build like software in which an electric vehicle will be able to communicate with a charging station.
mhm.
So it's true ALS, during ALS, if I want to wake up, I wake up around 4 o'clock. So I've been used to it. So now, I have to like resume work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So during that
Mhm.
moment, I don't do any of that thing. So my work for freelance, I started by 4 a.m. in the morning. Even though I slept by 3 o'clock in the morning, I will be awake by 4 a.m. So when I wake up by 4 a.m., I will start working till 8 a.m. Then I will go take my bath, then be ready for my normal full-time job. So it doesn't like conflict with each other. I know that sometimes I get stressed, but I'm used to it during ALS, so maybe I don't have any issue. So
Wow. Okay. I think you have, when the rest of us have 24 hours, you seem like you have 36 hours in your day because you're really getting a lot done with such a short time. But how essentially, because you're managing so much and you have such a short time frame to essentially deliver on everything, how do you ensure that you yourself don't burn out and you always deliver quality work?
I would say maybe after work, maybe like 7 in the evening. So sometimes I do go out till maybe
Mhm,
like 9 p.m. Then I come back, I will work till maybe 2 or 12 a.m. It's not every day I do have freelance work. Even though when I don't have freelance work, even though my normal full-time job, I still work more than 8 hours, because it's kind of like a complex system we are building. And then they don't have any like senior developer. So I was even the one that designed the architecture, do everything from the scratch, like communicating with like something we call OCPP protocol. So all those things, I was the one that built it. So I've like, but sometimes if I have many things to do, I don't go out. I will just be home, working, but I still be able to like sleep if I want to sleep. Sometimes I will have headache. So sometimes I will like be okay. I will just have like, it's not easy to balance. So I will not say I balance it. I'm used to it. I don't know how to like say it, but I know how to like go about my things. For example, if I have to like do this now, I know, okay, this thing is going to take me 2 hours. Then before I start, within 1 hour, I'm done with it. Then I can move to other things, then finish it and all that. And during the weekend, sometimes I also work, but that doesn't stop me from reading. So, I still have like, learn more. So I just like have time to like learn. So, and then I have family. I have like, look after them as well. So I balance everything. So yes.
Wow, that's actually so commendable. I if I understood you correctly, or if I'm picking out the main points, is that when you don't have as much freelance work, or your workload at your full-time job is not as heavy, then you would dedicate more time to rest and learn. But
Yes, yes, yes.
um if you have a heavier workload, then essentially you kind of sacrifice a little bit of your sleep and a little bit of your leisure activities, just to ensure that you stay on top of your game and you're always delivering.
Yes, 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 yes.
Perfect. So even with all this that we have discussed, and I know freelancing can sometimes look like it's it's like a cash cow. It's just you enter the world of freelancing and everything is easy. Everything will be smooth sailing. So would you say, in your experience, have you faced any challenges in the process of freelancing on Upwork? And what would you say some of the challenges you faced are?
Yeah, I think it was only twice. So there was one person that sent me a message. Okay, he posted he want to build a sentence summarizer using LLM. So they have a model. I think this was ChatGPT 2. So I'm going to like communicate with the model using PyTorch and then be able to like summarize the test to be able to know if the test is cool. Okay. So I've done all the tasks that it was even $50 job. So I've done all the tasks that was required. So now the now person told me that I have to like create a front end. So I've told him I don't do front end, and anything that has to do with front. Well, I also like use ChatGPT to create a simple HTML and CSS to be able to like display everything I've done. The person is still not satisfied that I have to like create. I told him that you are paying $50. You are asking for me to do this and do that. So eventually, it did not pay. So I make a dispute on Upwork. So after making a dispute, I asked Upwork that I've done this, I've done that for the person. I like to like make a video, take a screenshot. So I send all those things to Upwork. And then they accepted my dispute, and then they gave me that $30 I requested for, and then the contract ended. So that was one. So the second one was, I think it was 3 weeks ago, someone also contacted me. So like they want to build a backend for their own application. So in the proposal, in the job description, so they want like create a 20 endpoints on Azure API, like Azure, the like in-house LLM, they hosted all those, so we will be able to like create all the endpoints. So when during the conversation, he was trying to change what's the initial job description. So I ought to have known this is a red flag, because he was even asking, where do you come from? All those questions, where do you live? I used to be a student, but I did not even really care. So after, okay, I accepted the contract and I started working. So immediately I've done a few out of it. Okay, this and this. So it was just trying to say, no, this is not what you are supposed to do. Just, just give me a lot of issue, a lot of problem. I have like, ended the contract immediately, even without disputing it. So I think that was the only two issue I have on Upwork. Apart from that, I have never had any issue. So and then I also like gain experience from it. Like if you are talking to someone and then what they are telling you is different from the job description, that is a red flag. You shouldn't communicate with that person anymore.
Okay. So your main challenges would be essentially fraudulent people who want the work and don't want to pay, and then
Yes, yes,
people kind of want to switch it up. So they give you a job description and then you do the work and they're like, no, 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 let me add this and this and this.
yes, 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 yes.
Wow. It really must have built your resilience, because I know working with people sometimes can be such a nightmare, especially if they're difficult. So I'm glad that, you found your way outside and you found your way through it. So I want to take you back a little bit into now your pricing model. I remember you told me that you mentioned that at the start you were charging $30 per hour, and now you've increased and now you're charging $50 per hour.
Yes,
So
yes.
how at the beginning did you determine your rate of $30? Given that you have said that, just because you're African does not mean that you should charge less than other counterparts in the world.
I even at first that dollar I just put it. I can I if I wanted to put what I deserve, then from the beginning it should be like $50 or $60. So
Mhm.
even the $30 I put, I just, okay, this is for a start. Let me just put this. And then, if you charge less, it doesn't mean someone will contact you. So, and then stuff like that. So, and then after that, I said to myself that if I get to, I don't even have the intention, like, okay, I don't even know I'll get to like the 10K within that period of time. So immediately I get to it, I said, okay, I'm going to increase this thing to $40. And then I said to myself, any moment I get the top rated badge, then I will set to $50 because I know even the $50 I'm charging is not enough for the kind of this is my first year of working, but I've learned so much, in doing ALS, I've read a lot of things. So I know the kind of experience I have and all that. So even the $50, I think it was this week, I changed it. It's still not enough to the kind of experience I will give to your project. If I want to like do this for you, I will be able to like explain, with architectural diagram, and everything. Okay, this is what you are going to do. This is how I'm going to deliver for you, and then and all that. So initially, I don't have issue in describing this is what I will charge because I know I have the knowledge to deliver.
Wow. So if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're saying is that ALX gave you that confidence in terms of, I have the skills, and I know I have to be humble at the beginning, but I know I have the skills, and I know whatever skills I don't have, I can very easily gain.
Yes, ALS was my first this thing in 2022. I never have any experience in writing any programming language. It was ALS from the beginning. So
Wow.
and then I joined in 2022. I think it was August 2022. I
Mhm.
joined ALS. So with everything we've done in ALS, the way we read every day from then, like minimum of 12 hours every day.
Mhm.
Since I joined till I finish minimum of 12 hours every day, every day, every day. So I know the level of knowledge I've attained in ALS. And after I finish ALS, I still, I like reading. So I do read, and then things like that. So, I also build like, like write code, like build. Sometimes I like build like a package to be able to like do something for example, where I work, so the way we do our architectural diagram. So I build a package to be able to like be able to know if you are importing what is not supposed to import. So things like that. So it's true. Everything I have from now is true ALS. I did not go to any other bootcamp before or have any knowledge of programming.
Wow, this is so encouraging because I know we have a lot of learners in our SE programs who kind of feel unsure if the skills they're getting can really take them far in life or even if they're relevant. So it's really, really encouraging to hear you say that you did not have prior experience before ALX and now here you are ultimately winning at life with the skills that you gained in
Yes,
ALX.
yes, 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 yes.
Wow. So I also want to take you back again to one other thing that you mentioned, which was the way Upwork works is essentially you would send a proposal or someone can invite you. So would you maybe take us a little bit deeper? I know at the beginning you didn't have much experience into writing proposals, what a proposal was, why even is it necessary? But could you take us a little bit deeper in terms of what are some of the things that you essentially include in your proposals and why are proposals important?
Yes. So now, if there's a job description, for example, they want to build a Python wrapper for an API.
Mm-hmm,
So now what you are going to do is, like have a very good explanation from the beginning, maybe like a greetings to that person, like hello, this is my name. I'm a backend developer, and then I can build this thing for you. Immediately after, then you are going to like explain like a brief explanation, like okay, this is how I'm going to approach the projects. For example, I'm going to like create this, create that. Then after
mm-hmm,
that, you are going to like a deliverable. They call it deliverable, like this is what I'm going to deliver after everything that maybe I'm going to deliver all the API for you. I'm going to deliver the documentation, the testing, and everything. So after that is done, then there's one they call a call to action. Like
mm-hmm,
maybe where let's jump into like a quick call so that we can be able to finalize it. Like you are being confident in yourself, even though you know that you might not even win the contract. At least, and then it shouldn't show anything like a desperate or you are begging. Sometimes, I've seen a proposal like, please, you should like give me this thing. I'm really interested in it. No, you just be confident in yourself. Okay, this is what I will do for you. This is how I'm going to do it. And then for example, like a backend developer now, it's good to like I have an architectural diagram, like or a sequence diagram. Like, okay, this for that so that when the client be able to see, they will be able, even without understanding everything you've written, when they look at the diagram, they'll be able to, okay, this is how this person is going to do, this is how this person is going to do. Then all those things will be able to like stand you out when that person look at others' proposal, and even they will not, sometimes they will not even care that you are charging higher than the others. No, looking at your proposal and then see the way you've written, even though you are going to use all this LLM to write it, at least everything has to like be unique so that when they like, if I look at some proposal from the beginning, I will know that this is ChatGPT, the way it is written. So you have to like, be smart. So everything I do, is like 80% I use ChatGPT, I use it a lot. So I
mm-hmm,
don't shy away with that. So even though I have my own templates, it's still going to be the one to like to generate everything. So I'll just be able to edit, remove fronting and all that. So that is how I do it. But if like maybe a front end, it's always good to add a video, you know, like a similar project. So that's why I don't apply for, sometimes 2 weeks, I will not apply for any jobs because I don't want to apply for jobs and at the end of the day, I will not be able to deliver. So I only
mm-hmm,
apply for a job that, okay, I know, even though I don't have experience, I know I can do it. So in that proposal, I like a video, like a Loom video where like a previous video, like a previous project you've done before, like a description. You walk that person through it, like, okay, this is the front end, this is how this and do that. When that person go to your proposal, they will be able to click that link, go to the video, look at everything you said, then they will say, okay, this person have the experience to deliver. So they will not even care, maybe this is your first time on Upwork. Most people, they're like the serious people, they are on
Mhm.
serious people that they will take care, you are from, and I never had any issue. Some people will say, you are from Africa. I never have any discrimination till now. Or no, but like I'm from Africa, I cannot. If they are not going to like accept any proposal, you will be able to see it
Mhm.
below the job description that okay, you do not meet the requirements for that person, so you will not even bother to send any job proposal. So that is how I do it now. So from the beginning, I tell them this is what I do. The next paragraph is how I'm going to deliver what they ask for. The third paragraph is the deliverable. This is what I'm going to finish. This is what we are going to receive after I'm done. Then the last one is going to be like call to action. Like, let's jump into call. Let's have a quick call. Can I let's set up a meeting for us to discuss further. Then that is how I do it now.
Wow. And all of this you learned at the beginning with ChatGPT and then eventually from other people's experience and proposals.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, yes.
Your ability to learn new things is so phenomenal. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to bring out is essentially, so you've mentioned Upwork, you know how traditional jobs, it's more of you send your CV and then maybe someone will invite you for an interview and then you have to sit through another interview and then finally maybe you meet the boss and then eventually they offer you the job. So what you're saying is for Upwork, instead of sitting through that whole interview process, your proposal essentially takes the place of that interview, and you're able to communicate with essentially able to communicate everything that you will do and everything that you can deliver to the person before they accept before they give you the
No,
job, basically.
the proposal is the first step to be able to filter you out of many. You are still going to do interview. I still do
Ooh,
interview. Yes, they will ask you questions. Everything you've written is not. If I posted a job, there's no way I will not ask you. Like we set up a meeting. You have already initialized. Let's set up a meeting within your proposal. So if that person is willing to, okay, let me give this person a try. They are going to set up a meeting. So during that meeting, they will ask you many questions. They do interview me. I have asked questions, architectural design, all those things I've mentioned. I'll be able to answer them, even things I don't know. I will make sure I still be able to like answer. Okay, I don't know this, but this is what I know. This is how I'm going to do it. But you are still going to do interview for sure. It's not possible.
okay, but you have to be able to at least back up what's in your proposal, at
Yes,
least.
yes, 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 yes.
Awesome. That's really, really encouraging. I see one question here in the chat, which is you mentioned using ChatGPT. How can we use ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot effectively to enhance our skills when developing in your or in your own experience?
Yes, I use Copilot, GitHub Copilot. ALS gave us free GitHub. It was still what I'm using till now. So the pro version. So I have access to GitHub Copilot. So what I do, for example, let's say, it knows how I do write my code. For example, maybe like, like all the boilerplates. So I would just like, if, for example, I want to like create an API endpoint. So immediately I started working, the Copilot will look at what I've done before. If it goes with what I want to do, I will be able to like, just continue pressing the tab key. And after putting the tab key, then I can be able to edit it. If, for example, they gave a task, a week task, sometimes I finish within 2 days because of I'm using ChatGPT and then using Copilot. So I don't know why some people they say they don't use it, but me I use it a lot. Even on Upwork, I created a Python package. Like it was on my GitHub. So if you, I don't know if you add an open API key to it, you should be able to like communicate with the LLM model. So
Mhm.
when you pass your proposal to it, it should be able to like generate the job description to it, it will be able to like generate a proposal for you and on that. So there's no issue. For example, if we like they ask me a question, okay, they want to do this, they want to do that. I'll just copy the question, send it to ChatGPT. How do I do this? I don't know how to do it. We communicate. I don't ask people question. Before I ask someone question, I must have asked ChatGPT like 99%. Before I
Okay.
ask, I don't have any mentor actually like I look up to. So everything I do is all by myself. So I like go to ChatGPT. After if ChatGPT fuck up, I will go to cloud AI Anthropic. If that also fuck up, then that's when I started looking to Google, and I
Mm,
like able to be able to. But before I go to Google, I must have disturb ChatGPT to be able to solve, and then that's helped me a lot, many
mm,
things. So I use it every day, every day, every day.
okay, awesome. So essentially, what I'm hearing you say is that ChatGPT and Copilot, you consider them as part of your tools of trade.
Yes, yes. I cannot do, I cannot leave them. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
at least, some people use ChatGPT to do the work for them, but I'm glad that you use ChatGPT and AI stuff to help you understand and make yourself more efficient.
No,
Um,
it can only do maybe few jobs for you. When you are building a complex system, it cannot do it for you. It's not possible.
yeah,
So
so you have to have the knowledge
yes,
either
yes,
way.
yes.
So I see another question here, which is, did you train yourself on some of the gigs, even if you didn't learn them in the beginning to gain the experience, or you just asked ChatGPT and understood the task and made the proposal?
Yes. For example, there was someone that posted what is the job? I think it was this API wrapper that they sent me the invitation. I never built it before.
Mhm,
So I just use ChatGPT to ask questions that, how do I do this? So after giving me the explanation, this is what you are going to do, everything was clear for me to do. Even the first task that was being given to, it was so, it was the amount was much $100, but the task was so complex, like building like for example, there's a server
mhm,
somewhere, and then I'm going to like communicate with that server, and then the server has two IP address. If one server fail, I must automatically connect with the second server simultaneously and then continue downloading the file from one
mhm.
server to another server. So, that task was so, I don't even know where to start. So it was ChatGPT. I gave the question, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then he explained to me how I'm going to do it. And then from there, I started, writing. I like to like, before I do things, I will write everything down, do like a sequence diagram. Okay, this is how I'm going to do it. And then after that, I also like go to YouTube. So, ChatGPT have already broke down all the tasks for me. So asking all those little questions from YouTube, from Google makes things easier for me to do.
It almost sounds as if you're doing an ALX project every day. Um,
Yes, 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 yes.
Awesome. So now I'm going to share my screen so that you can also see the questions that we have on Slido. I'll just read them out to you and then you can answer them. So first question I see here is, what SE background did you have before joining ALX?
I don't have any background.
Okay. What background generally did you have before
Yes,
starting?
I studied mechanical engineering, so that is
Okay.
everything.
Wow, such
They
an
are not related, so
yeah. Yeah, it just goes to speak to how much it's possible to learn and switch careers and find your path, as long as you're committed and as long as you're dedicated to your growth and learning your skills.
yes.
Um, Next question I see here is, what program did you do at ALX? Because now we have so many. Maybe just
Oh, yes, it's software. I think it was the initial first one, like we did 9 months. Yeah, after 9 months, I like you specialize in backend developer. So that
so
is
that The ALX software engineering program, the 12 months
Yes,
program.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. It is said Upwork is currently oversaturated. Is that true? And based on your experience so far, how should we go about it?
It is, I'm sure it must have been saturated even before I joined. So what I always like advise people to do is this thing. For example, make sure your profile is good, like edit it, the way you want it. And also, like, if you are a front-end developer, make sure you like a portfolio, have a portfolio like you can display. Even though you display the portfolio, also have a video link, like a
Mhm.
Loom video. Like, you will be able to like walk anybody. I can just look at your portfolio, still not understand how you do it. After, like, go to you make a video, like, walk that person through it. Okay, this is what I did, this is how I do it, and then all that. And then if you want, like, send your proposal, all those the video you've made before, you are going to like add the link to it, and then you send your proposal. And if, like, you want to apply for jobs, ensure that the job doesn't have more than, maximum I would say, is 20. When you apply for a job, they do guide something like job proposal, like the range of people that have sent proposal. I think it's from 5 to 10, 10 to 15, to 15 to 20, and 20 to 50. So if you see any proposal that is from 20 to 50, then don't bother to apply for it. It's luck. So I don't believe in luck. So I don't even stress myself. So just look for any job proposal that you see that it is within the range of maximum of 15 to 20, then you apply. But ensure that it is what you can deliver. And then, in your proposal, be able to convince that person, I can do it. This is what, and then don't beg. I don't, yes, someone has sent a proposal. I know they not even ask, show anything, just like, please give me this job, I will
Ah,
deliver. Yes, some people are like that. You shouldn't look, even though if you are talking, after they read your proposal, they're still going to like communicate with you
mhm.
before they even set up. Don't be desperate. Like, if you have had this amount, you shouldn't be desperate the way you communicate with the person. Just be confident that, okay, I will be able to deliver for all those things. That person will not even care about you are from Africa. But
Mm.
if you are being desperate and all that, we a red flag from the beginning. Now go to your profile. This person is from Africa. They will just cut that person off. So before I joined, it is saturated, and then now it's still saturated. It's still going to be saturated. You just have to, like, be prepared for it. Just do your things. Apply for the job. You can be able to deliver. Then always have a video link, even a backend. In your terminal, in my terminal, I do like make a video of things I've done that is little related to any job I want to apply. Then I will add the link to it, add the link to my GitHub, add the link to my LinkedIn as well, so that everything will look legit to that person when they look at my proposal.
Awesome. And for you who are feeling that, freelance platforms are a little bit oversaturated, every time you want to see, just gain a little bit more perspective, walk into any supermarket and see how many juice companies and how many companies there are providing water. And there's always space for you, regardless whichever market you want to walk into or you want to branch into. Next question I see here is, have you tried any other freelancing platforms?
No, 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 no.
So Upwork is your ride or die.
I would say it's because I don't have time to try other yet. So I've seen a lot of people make a lot of money on Upwork. So I don't have any reason for me to try any other freelance platform. I don't, I'm not sure I need it. So
Okay, awesome. When you said that you sent a video, did you mean that you were sending a proposal in the form of a video? Maybe just touch on it again.
this is just a new feature they added to Upwork. When you want to like send a proposal, you can make a video rather than writing everything I've said. You are going to make a video. Even you can even have a board like now. Write it that this is what I'm going to do. It's a new feature. It's not even up to a month they added that feature. So the video I'm referring to, like the video you made yourself, like what we are doing now, like you are demoing doing ALS. We will do like after 9 months we are going to like do the demo of our the projects we made, and after so that's what I'm referring to. Like anything, maybe like you work for someone before, then after that you don't just make a video of what you've done with that person, like walking someone through, this is how to do it, this is how I go about it. Even on the back end, if it is on the terminal, you can walk someone through it. Okay, this is how the API is being connected. This is the response I will get. This is the request body. So that is the video I'm referring to. So and then now they have already added the feature, like you can make a video of you. That also will still be able to help. Like I have to, rather than sending, you can write all those things I've said, and also like make a video separately explaining everything you've written down in the proposal. Now send the video as well.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. Did you present any projects that you had done before for you to secure your first gig? And if so, what were the projects?
Yes, 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 yes. So I added the link, transcribing an audio to a text using Whisper AI and then RabbitMQ. So we send the event to the Whisper to RabbitMQ, then it will send to Whisper AI. So I made a video, like it's everything was on my terminal. It is I don't have any use any front end. So I just walk the person through, like when you send the initial request, is going to go to the backend. When you get to the backend, it's going to go to the RabbitMQ. Then from going to the RabbitMQ, it's going to like send the request to the Whisper AI. From Whisper AI, it's going to publish the event, then consume the response from Whisper AI, then be able to like transcribe the audio to text. So everything was like a video, and then I used Dropbox to make the videos. I just of the Dropbox and the proposal. So that was how I got the first job.
Awesome. Well, this question is a bit straightforward. Are there any sites you would like to suggest that have remote internship work available for junior developers? I want to guess and say your answer is going to be Upwork.
Upwork does not. This is how you suggest to a remote. This is internship work. I have used LinkedIn. Even the work I have, it was through a referral. So I haven't like all the work I've applied in all the websites. None they didn't work out for me. So it just show like a Upwork and then like a referral.
Okay. I am a student at ALXB Engineering. Can I work freelancing and what skills are needed? Yes, you can already start freelancing. You do already have the skills, and as Abiola has shared, essentially what he did on Upwork was basically go and see what's available, what jobs are available, or what opportunities are available on Upwork. And then based on the skills that you have gained at ALX, you can then send a proposal to those, and then your proposal will be accepted. Then you may need to sit for an interview with the person, who posted the job. Then after that, you begin working. So the answer to this is yes. The skills that are needed outside of an Upwork profile, it's basically dependent on the job available. So what time? Okay, so this I'm going to combine with another question I saw, which is how do you determine this one? How do you determine how much time you need for a project, and how do you compute your price?
For example, they like to estimate, like, okay, they give you this thing, how long will it take you to finish? So if they give me something, even I don't know how to do it, so I will always tell them that I'm going to deliver to you and I'm going to do a good job. So, for example, even I will finish within 2 days. I know myself, I'm going to finish 2 days, but I'm still going to add a buffer time, like, like extra 3 days. It's good to ask a lot of time and then deliver earlier than, telling them that, okay, oh, I'm going to deliver within 2 days, and then, at the end of the 2 days, now sending a message, I'm sorry, I cannot deliver. That's, I have never have any experience with that. So I know how to, if I look at the task, if I know this is going to take 3 weeks, I will tell them this is going to take 4 weeks for me to finish, and then I can finish within 2 weeks.
Foolproof plan. No, wait. Under promise and over deliver in terms of time.
Yes, 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 yes.
All right. The other question I see here is, as a Nigerian, did you encounter any roadblocks in setting up an Upwork account to receive your dollar payments after successfully completing a job?
I think the initial issue I had was setting up my task identification. So maybe like 6 years ago, I created a business like enterprise. So they gave me an task ID. So it was the task ID I use, and then I go to GigPay. There's this all these virtual accounts. So GigPay, so they created a virtual account for me. So I have, like, before that, I use my purpose, this thing, the way where I'm working. So, like, how will I say is my employment letter. So, like, I added the employment letter before they could be able to open the account for me. So after they opened the account, they gave me a US bank account, and then it is what I'll be using. So if I send the money to it today, I'm going to receive it the following morning.
That's very efficient. Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Abiola. I think you've been absolutely graceful in terms of answering our questions in depth with so much information, so much context. So I'm tempted to end the session here, but just in case anyone has any other question, please feel free to drop it in the Slido, so that he can answer it before we end the session. But as we wrap up, I want to know, you've been freelancing, you've been working full-time for, well, almost a year now.
Yes.
So what advice would you give someone who's currently in the ALX program, be it the 12-month program or even our shorter programs, which is back-end and front-end, if they want to start freelancing, but they're unsure, or they're just, they really just need some encouragement?
If you did not cheat in ALS, and then you do all the tasks yourself, you actually don't need any other skills to go to Upwork. If you go to Upwork and then you see the job description, you will be able to see it is kind of similar to what you've done before. Have to, like, apply what you've done before. So if you did ALS completely and then you sure you did this, I'm not sure you have any issue, or to even after 9 months. I know Upwork. After 9 months, after ALS, I will have applied to to this thing, to Upwork, and then be able to freelance. So I don't see, if there's something like, call, like, maybe someone like, I'm scared, I don't know, I have confidence. It's because you don't know, like, you don't put in a lot of hours, a lot of things you've done before. So if you know that, okay, I've done this thing, I did all my tasks in ALS and all that. So you'll be very confident in yourself that there's nothing I cannot do, as long as, it is, they write it in English, and then I can be able to, like, communicate, then I will be able to solve it. So,
Wow. So essentially take ALX as your stepping stone to wherever you want to be, or wherever you
yes,
want to.
like I said, ALS is everything I have. Like, even though I don't really participate in, like, community, like, talk, I have my own set of group. Then, like, about like 15, most of them are like Kenyans. so that we do communicate, and then we do many things together. Even we are still now, we still communicate, but so we did everything ALS, we read. So all of those things I'm used to. So even though I slept around 3 a.m., I'll be awake for 4 a.m. ALS, you have to submit by 6 a.m. So I have to like be awake. So all of those things I'm used to it. So I'll be awake, to do my task. If I'm not doing task, I have to like read. At least I have to like read 2 hours daily to be able to like, understand many other things. But if you are in ALS, after maybe like 6 months, you can give it a try. When if you cannot do it, then there's a lot of, resources. Use ChatGPT to ask questions. Go to YouTube after you have used ChatGPT, to break down the task into pieces. Then, I like, before you write any line of code, we might have written a lot of book, just many things down. You can start writing a code and you have done many things. At the end of the day, you see that you have not even do anything. So, after you break down the task, go to YouTube. Okay, I want to do this. Copy the first initial task, then from there, you now start, doing it. If you don't do it, there's no way you gain experience. It is after I applied to many jobs, that is when I gain experience. You have to like communicate with LLM and all that. I don't have all those experience before. But if I look at the task, I don't think I can do it. There's no way I will have those experience.
Wow. I wish I could just frame this part, that last advice that you gave. I wish I could just record it and send it to all our ALX learners and have it in their homes on the wall so they can watch it and rewatch it as many times as they need to. And I think that is an absolutely wonderful note to end our session. Thank you so much, Abiola. You have been so enlightening. You have been such a wonderful person to host. And thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Thank you for sharing your experience. Thank you for even being open to share even more than what I was asking you for. So thank you. I really hope that you've inspired a few software engineers in the chat and in the group who can now start their freelancing journey.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you have enjoyed the session. As you have heard from Abiola, the tasks that you're doing in ALX, you're not just wasting time here. You're building your skills, you're building your experience, and you're even building your confidence. So if you take the tasks seriously, if you take your project seriously, the limit to what you can do is virtually non-existent. So have an awesome weekend. I have been your host, Lynn, and I hope to see you again at our next community event. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Nothing under the sun will go shake me. You got me home, some you they tempt me. And when you see me, you go compose. You see me, but I compose. Only thing for this life where they freak me. Each time when my girl, they tease me. They can't count me out when they need me. Say continental, we go top. International, we go fly. Say make we know see how wow. I bet we know see how wow. Continental, we go top. International, we go fly. Make we know see how wow. I bet we know see how wow. If I am you. Continental, we go chop. International, we go fly. Get my am you. Continental, we go chop. International, we go fly.
Intercontinental, struggling but now doing better. I be catchy flat like I'm catchy feelings. I might stack up my phones to the ceiling. Oh Kiki, tell me how you feeling. Do you love me? Hope you know they deceive me. My life feels to